played the prototype I published earlier? Okay. Oh, wow. Great. In the original game you could basically just draw boxes, and this is like the more elaborate version of that game where you can actually draw something else than boxes. And, and it sounds like a little thing, but actually it changes quite a lot of the gameplay. The first levels I'm just gonna show for the few people who haven't probably seen the YouTube video or see the game. The idea is you draw something and it will behave physically correctly, and you have to collect the yellow star with the red crayon ball. And you get all these tools to solve these levels, and here's another tool which is basically doing like axles. So I'm drawing there the small circle and it becomes this axle, and then if I draw here like this big box, I hope I can do this with this mouse because it's really sketchy. Yes! So it becomes attached there and it will swing by, and hopefully the crayon ball will end up inside. So the game actually isn't really that much about finding the most efficient solution to the puzzle. It becomes more about finding these fun and creative solutions to these puzzles. So I'm gonna show here, for example, one example. Can you say, for example, one example? Yeah, well, the car is in the way, so I can get the ball to the car. I can kind of show if I click the ball, it will roll over there and it'll get stuck. So I gotta have to move the car away from the crayon ball. So let me reset that one. So basically what I can do is kind of draw here this small object that will kind of push the car away from the star, so it'll block it. And then I don't know if you can see this, but I'm drawing a few axles here to the side, and then I'm drawing like this huge wall, and this wall will become attached to the side, so it's static. And then I'm doing here a few more axles, so I get to do here like. I hope this will work because this is a lot of work. And here another axle. So what I'm actually doing now is something that I saw players do when I did this that I really didn't intend to be done, but I thought it was so much cooler than the way I do it. So I'm doing this catapult here. It didn't do that. I have to try again. So, please don't go. Yeah, if I can stop it there, yes. So let's try. Yeah, you can understand why the mouse thing is kind of sketchy here. So let's hope this works now. Yes. Now if I drop this big folder here, the red. But then again, I'll just kind of show you the version that if you want to do it efficiently, that you can actually just draw like a line here and let the car roll over the from outside of the screen. Get it. I think I have to draw like a new line here. I got stuck there. So yeah. So that's the more efficient way of doing it, but usually that's boring. That's like, so that's a very simple way of doing it, but it's not really fun. So that's the reason why I didn't add up any scores to the game, that you get like more points of how fast you solve a level or how few objects you use, because it's more fun to do like these interesting solutions. So I'm gonna show here like one of the easier ways of solving this level. It's actually quite hard to get the crayon ball to go up against gravity. It's way more harder than you actually expect. So here's like one simple solution that I actually intended to be used, which is just draw this object and use the potential energy to kind of hit it there. But then here's a solution that I replicated that a friend of mine did when he plays the game. He actually built this chain that went from the ball to the star, and then he kind of did like this kind of a thing to keep the ball in there, and then attach it to the chain. And he built this chain by himself, and it took a really long time, and I really didn't want to do it here. So that's why I'm kind of cheating a little bit and did it in the level editor. And then he attached this huge weight here, and yeah. But that's the problem when he actually did. I'm going to just show you the next level, which is like one of the last levels where the crayon ball and the stars like this. And he built the chain to do it, and it took him like half an hour to do the chain. And then he attached this huge boulder there, and then it went like just like a little over the star. So, but then he did it again. So apparently he chose doing it. But that's what I had to say about Brain. Thanks.